Parasitized places. Hello again. Thank you for being here with me once more. I hope you are very well today. I am Marie. Hello, welcome to my channel. This information can be seen as science fiction, or as the viewer sees best, and I post it for entertainment purposes only. Still, I take my information very seriously, and for whoever has eyes to see. I need a break from galactic federations and those kinds of subjects, so I decided to write about frequency and parasitized places. Anyhow, everything is connected. The world we live in, the one we experience and can perceive, is only about 3% of all that is out there energetically affecting us, and at play influencing our life experience. There are countless other existential realms with their corresponding frequencies and vibrations, inhabited by souls, entities, and creatures of all kinds, who affect us all the time, although we may not perceive them with our biological 5 or 6 senses. Whatever place or realm we cannot perceive with those biological senses is what we call astral realms, which exist within their own range, going from extremely low vibration ones to very high vibration realms, which are characterized by being full of love and integration. The very purpose of our biological bodies is to keep our perception range only within that 3% we call the material world, precisely to give us the perception and the illusion that it is all there is, all that exists. Nevertheless, the astral realms are still there, affecting us all directly, whether we may like it or not, and even if we dismiss them as non-existent, and it is very hard to defend ourselves from all that those creatures, parasites, disincarnate souls, and entities, if we simply think and function within what is accepted to exist only in the material world, and as science on Earth would impose as the only thing that truly exists. Even while alive in a biological body which is designed to keep your perception and experience only within that 3% of all that exists, each person is different, as some are more sensitive than others, so many of us can perceive at least some of what is going on in other existential realms. The two first signs of being able to perceive something which is in the astral is, first, being able to see auras, even if it is that soft transparent distortion which surrounds people and even inanimate objects, and even better, if you are capable of seeing actual colors around people, or your extended hand, which is easiest if it is well illuminated, and against a uniform black or white background, same for a person whom you are trying to see his or her aura. The second sign is being able to see orbs, which are tiny bits of energy which timidly begin to cross over into the material world, from the astral. Orbs are neither good nor bad, it all depends on who is behind them, and on your personal vibration, as it is you who is becoming a match to them. Orbs as small points of light, which are sometimes hollow, are only what can be seen from the material side of a much larger ghost or entity. So where some people can only see small points of light, other more sensitive ones can see the entire ghost or entity. All that lower astral complex fauna prefer to attach themselves to certain places which they have grown attached to, or that have generated them. Therefore, when we walk into a parasitized place, we are literally disturbing the home of all those entities. Some may be used to having visitors, and others may react even violently to the presence of strangers, yet as you cannot always perceive them, neither can they always perceive you, because, and as always, it is a question of being a frequency and vibration match to anything. But apart from all this, and observing parasitized places only from the most perceivable and observable aspects, which are available to people with much of their perception locked into the material realm, we can notice many things. We can observe places and situations from a vibrational point of view only, leaving aside the entire zoo of entities which are causing it. Most people on Earth have been socially conditioned to think only in terms of reason, what is logical and what is not, and what is scientifically proven, and not, effectively locking their perception in what we call the third density, matrix, world of the living realm, thinking that nothing exists out of it. This is one of the reasons why feelings, emotions, and other more subtle things we may perceive when we are in a biological body are suppressed and even shamed. But those are two extrasensory perceptions, which are dismissed as irrational emotions and conditioned reactions. Yet, it must be understood that those emotional reactions, especially the inexplicable subtle ones, are giving us valuable information about what is going on energetically and vibrationally in the place we are physically in. Not only in terms of pure energy, those gut feelings are also alerting us of the presence of lower astral entities and creatures present there, which we may not see, and we may even dismiss as not existing, yet are there influencing and even causing more tangible things to happen to us, as I explained in detail in much older videos. Our carelessness to these facts makes us vulnerable to their manipulations, which can lead us to unwanted events and situations, as they feed from our suffering. This is valid no matter where you may be, as it is equally applicable to people on Earth, or elsewhere, as long as they are in a live biological body. Yet having said this, a location's lower astral will always be a low-frequency caricature of the one on the side of the living, so it is still attached to a specific location. In this case where you are physically, your surroundings do affect you and your vibration. This is even when ultimately, and from a much more expanded perspective, you are always Source itself, and you are who is generating your reality, and everything you are experiencing in it. This is one of the best ways to protect yourself from the influence of low-frequency places and their bad entities. You must remember who you are, and that is Source itself. This is what others call connecting to Source for protection. All you need to do is remember who and what you are while imagining that you are covered in a ball of bright light which acts as an energetic shield. The simple process of imagining a bright energetic shield is actually manifesting it. It becomes real from the side of the lower astral, by the simple action that your creative attention is going to the idea of a shield, and maintaining your high vibration. Therefore you are not falling into fear and low vibration emotions which would otherwise invade your creative mind. So, next time you go into any place, be it a house, a building, a monument, a forest, or wherever, pay attention to those subtle and not so subtle emotional responses and reactions you are having while there. Those small emotional responses you are having are a great indication of what is going on in your surroundings. This can be easily felt when you enter a low vibration place, like a government building, or any place which you know something bad happened in it, and it feels like an oppression on your chest, perhaps making your breathing more difficult, as your very body does not want to take in that place. Therefore you start to breathe shallowly. Even when you go into a private home and you feel disharmony when you enter, it may indicate that you may not be entirely welcome there, not only by your live hosts, but by the zoo of entities which also inhabit the premises. Places hold different vibrations according to what happened in them before, and by the ideas of the people who are alive, and who associate those places with the memory of those bad events, therefore feeding their vibration, as they collectively and individually continuously manifest it. We manifest the world we perceive as external. It is nothing more than a mirror of who we are. When you change who you are, and your interpretation of things, your reality changes with you. You are the top creator. This is only an introduction, We will go much deeper into this subject shortly. This topic will continue as there is a lot more to be said. This will be all for today. As always, thank you for watching my video, and for liking, sharing, and subscribing for more. It helps this channel grow a lot. And I hope to see you here next time. With much love, your friend, Marie Swaruu.